इदानीं भवन्तः वाक्यानि दीर्घाणि अपि वक्तुम् अर्हन्ति। इदानीं दीर्घाणि वाक्यानि वदन्ति भवन्तः, वाक्यानि वदन्ति। अद्य किं किं पठितं? प्रथमं तु संबोधन रूपाणि। रामः राम, धार्मिकः। कुत्र संबोधन प्रयोगं भवति? संबोधन रूपस्य प्रयोगः कुत्र भवति? धार्मिकः उत्तमः बालकः। तत्र धार्मिकः इत्येव किल? धार्मिकः उत्तमः बालकः। So you are just stating a fact, a statement. So dharmikaha is the rupam. But now if I want to call dharmika and directly if I'm talking to him, then what should I say? Dharmika, unmute krutva bhavatah nama vadatu. Unmute. Hey dharmika, unmute karotu. Unmute karotu. Dharmika vadatu bhavatah nama kim?
मम नाम धार्मिकः।
उत्तमं धार्मिका। धार्मिका भवान् उत्तमः बालकः। धन्यवादः। स्वागतम्। You got it? When I am referring to dharmika in a sentence, I simply say dharmikaha as a third person. When I am calling dharmika directly, face to face, dharmika is unique to Sanskritam. It should be there in every language, because every language you have that need to call a person, right? So sambodhana is that. Strilinga shabdanam tatra kavita, bhargavi, bhargavi asti. Bhargavi iti ikaranta strilinga shabdaha. Nama kim? Bhargavi, dirgha ikara. So Bhargavi samyak pathati. Bhargavi samyak pathati. Bhargavi studies well. Now I want to ask her and find out directly. How do I ask her? Do I say Bhargavi dirgha? No. If I am calling her directly, then I will say Bhargavi. Rasva ikara, the short ikara. Hey Bhargavi, bhavatyaha nama kim?
मम नाम भार्गवी।
Bhavati samskritam pathati va?
आम्, अहं संस्कृतं पठामि।
Bhavati samskritam ichhati va?
आम्, अहं संस्कृतम् इच्छामि।
Atyuttamam Bhargavi.
धन्यवादः।
Bhavati uttama balika.
धन्यवादः।
Swagatam. See, when I refer to her in a sentence as a third person, I used Bhargavi, dirgha ikara. But when I called her directly, it is Rasvai, hey Bhargavi. This is what we learned in Saraswati Namastubhyam, right? So this is why one should learn Sanskritam. If you don't know Sanskritam, you can't chant even a simple sloka like Saraswati Namastubhyam correctly. What is the very first word? Saraswati Namastubhyam. Tubhyam. You are directly talking to her. It's calling Saraswati Mata. You are calling, hey Saraswati, Tubhyam, to you. Namaha, my namaskaras to you. Hey Saraswati, to you I am giving you my namaskaras. You got it? So it should be Saraswati. 99% of the people who know this shloka but don't know Sanskritam or don't know Sanskritam well will start like Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini. No, there also Kamarupini is the full name like Saraswati. But when you are talking to her, you say, hey Kamarupini. And then in the same sloka, Varada. Varada means Varam Dadati, one who gives you what you wish for. Is lady, so it's like Rama, Varada. But when you're talking to her directly, you say, hey, Varade. Right? So, Udaharanam Kavita, Kavita Mahodaya. Mahodaya is like Varada, Akaranta Srilinga Shabdaha. So now I can say, Kavita Mahodaya Samyak Samskrutam Pathati. I'm just referring to her as a third person. She studies Sanskritam well. Kavita Mahodaya Samyak Samskritam Patati. I'm not talking to her. I'm just stating a fact. So Kavita Mahodaya. But now I want to talk to her directly. Kavita Mahodaye. Bhavati unmute karotu. Kavita Mahodaye. Bhavati Sanskritam Samyak Patati va?
Aham Sanskritam patami.
Samyak.
Samyak patami.
Pathami. Uttama. So you got that, right? So when do you use Sambodhana is when you directly and you want to call your mom and ask for something. You know, mom, mother, how do you say in Sanskrit? Mata. Mata, mama mata, devata. Right? Everyone's mother is a devata. Is it so? Isn't it so, Skanda? Dharmika? Bhavataha mata devata va? Skanda? Hey Skanda, vadatu. Unmute krutva vadatu, unmute. See Skandaha, but now I am calling him directly. I will say, hey Skanda, vadatu, bhavataha mata devata va? You are expecting answer from you. Vadatu.
Bhavata
Mama.
Mama Mata
Mata ka devata.
Bhavati.
మీరు తప్పు చెప్పిస్తున్నారండి, మీరేం చెప్పకండి. See, what is my question? Bhavataha mata devata va? Devata, mata devata va? Question, I'm asking a question. Say it now. Skanda, say it. Mama
Bhavata
Mama. Mama mata.
Your voice is breaking.
Yeah, your voice is breaking, or this. Yeah, I think you have a weak signal. Try now. Unmute and try now.
Mama Mata
Devata. So what's going on here? I'm asking you a question. Is your ma a Devi? Is like a goddess to you? The answer is yes. You will say mama, because when I ask you, you question your mother. So I say bhavata. When you're answering, you don't say your mom. You say my mom, right? Because you're answering a question. Is that understood? Look, I think he has a weak signal.
Yes, Mahoday.
Not Mahodaye, Mahodaya. Mahodaya has gone. Surya, if you're talking to Surya, then you'll say Mahodaye. I am Mahodayaha. So you'll say, Am Mahodaya. It is like your name is Skandaha. Your name is Skandaha. I will say Skandaha Uttamaha Balakaha. When I'm talking to you, I will say, hey Skanda. Similarly, Mahodayaha. But when you're talking to me directly, you'll say, Am Mahodaya. Right? That is exactly what we learned today. Astu. Is that clear? Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. So if you don't call her even the name that you know, the If you don't use the right word even to call the Mata Saraswati, how will she give you Siddhi, right? So you should pronounce at least pronounce her name correctly. So Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini. If you don't say, if you say Saraswati Kamarupini, then she will be angry. Oh, you can't even say my name correctly. Then how do you expect her to give you Siddhi and all that? No, you cannot expect. Right? So be careful. Now you learned Sambodhana. So if it is Mata, then what will you say? Mataha. So if you're calling mom, in Sanskritam, if you want to call her and ask her to give you something, what will you say? You learned that, right? Mata, Mataha. You have to say Mataha, Mahyam Annam Dadatu, Mahyam Phalam Dadatu, Mataha. Do you ask mom for a fruit? Hey Mataha, Mahyam Phalam Dadatu? I hope so. Or you will ask for Mahyam Kimapi, ice cream Dadatu va some Madhuram. You may ask for something else. But okay. Hey Mataha. So when you're talking to mom directly, when you're calling mom, you'll say, you don't say, hey mom, you say, Mataha. Hey Mataha. See the difference? Hey Mataha. Mahyam tat pustakam dadatu. Athava mom samskritam pathayatu. Right? Something like that. Hey Mata. And even Amba. Amba is an exception. Amba, you notice, Amba is not Ambe. Is generally Varada, Varade, Mahodaya, Mahodaye. But Amba, even though it is Amba, Akaranta, it is actually, Sambodhana Rupam is Amba. It is not Ambe. It is an exception, not the rule. So say, hey Amba. That's why in Prarthana Shlokas, you will find Amba. You don't find Ambe. In Shlokas, you will say, hey Amba, Jagadamba, Amba. So that is the Sambodhana. Then you learn Yadi Tarhi. Right? Yadi Tarhi. Samskrutam Samyak Skandaha Samskrutam Samyak Pathati. Saha Jnani Bhavati. Yadi Skandaha Samskrutam Samyak Pathati, Tarhi Skandaha Jnani Bhavati. Jnani means a knowledgeable person, one who knows. If Skanda reads Sanskritam well, then he will become a wise person. Vyanaha. Yadi Vyanaha Sanskritam Samyak Pathati, Tarhi Vyanaha Jnani Bhavati. Yadi Tarhi. So, if something happens, something is done, then the result, this will happen. Right? Yadi Bhanuvasaraha agacchati tarhi aham samskrutam pathami. Samskruta vargam agacchami. Yadi Bhanuvasaraha asti. Yadi Samskruta vargaha nasti tarhi kim bhavati? Tarhi mama dukkham bhavati. Is that so, Vyana? Is Vyana there? Huh? He is left. Vyana. Is that true? Yadi Samskruta vargaha na bhavati, if there is no class, mama dukkham bhavati. Vyanasya dukkham bhavati. Right? Is that so? Right? When there is no Sanskrit class on Sunday, you feel sad. Don't you? Yeah, I know. So, yadi tarhi. Yadi tarhi. If that happens, then this. See, now you're not only learning sentences, you're learning to combine and make one long sentence. Simple sentence. Mata. Mata Samskritam pathati aham api. Api means also. Aham api pathami. Yadi mata samskritam pathati, tarhi aham api pathami. If mom studies Sanskritam, then I also study Sanskritam. That's why in our class we have mom or dad also sitting and learning. Right? Yadi mata pathati, tarhi aham api pathami. Yadi mata na pathati, tarhi aham na pathami. Yadi tarhi. Avagatam? It's easy. Astu. Now, any questions on these two topics? Yadi tarhi and Sambodhana. Rukmini Mahodaya.
That Sambodhana Rupani for Pita and Mata, it says Pitaha Mataha.
Yes.
Why, see, Sita is Site and why not Pita Pite or Mata Mate? Exception?
It
Exception?
doesn't sound good, right? Pita pite, it doesn't good. Because why? Because there are different words. Even though it looks like pita is akaranta strilinga, is it akaranta strilinga? No.
No, it is not.
It is rukaranta pullinga, so it is a different category.
But Mata is Akaranta.
Yeah, let me explain. The form that you see, that Skandaha, Mata, that is called Prathama Vibhakti Roop. In Sanskritam, every word has a base. To the base, Prakruti, Moolam Padam, you add a pratyaya, a suffix, then you get the word. So Mata is not the base. Mata is the final form. Like there's a Matru, Rukaranta Shabda, to add the Prathama Vibhakti pratyaya, then you get the form Mata. So it is the base which matters, which decides. So even though Pita, you may think, oh, it is ending in Akara. No, it is actually Pitru, Rukaranta Shabdaha. To that you add the Pratyaya, then you get the form as, final form as Mata. Similarly, to get the Sambodhana to the Moolam, Matru, you have to add a Sambodhana Pratyaya, Prathama Pratyaya. When you do that, because it is a different thing, the form will be different. So the Sambodhana Prathama is not directly dependent on the Prathama final form.
It's the Moolam.
Moolam. How Moolam plus Pratyaya's combination.
Okay.
Final result is Mataha.
Yeah. That's why we say Matra Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, we say that. Okay.
Yeah, Pitru. Pitru is the Moolam.
Moolam.
Pita is the final form. After, because Pita is a specific form, you cannot use Pita ever. You cannot say hey Pita. You can say Pita, Mama Pita Karyalayam Gachati. But if you're talking to Pita, then you say hey Pitaha, Bhavan Kada Karyalayam Gachati. You're talking to her. These are two different applications, two different forms. Both the forms, the base is Pitru.
Dhanyavadaha. Understood.
Yeah. Any other question? So yadi tarhi, yadi bhavantaha patham idanim samyak avagatavantaha samyak jananti, idanim samyak avagatam va jananti va, yadi sarve samyak jananti tarhi hastam upari karotu, evam karotu. Jananti chet upari karotu. Jananti, janati means to know. Jananti, if you have understood now what I taught. Yadi tarhi. Tarhi hastam upari kurvantu. Raise your hand. If you have understood what is said. So, Viana, you not understood, you are not raising the hand. Have you understood it? Have you understood yadi tarhi? Then you have to raise the hand. Yadi bhavantaha, avagatavantaha, jananti tarhi hastam upari kurvantu. Uttama, uttama. We're making good progress. I think the cha, eva, iti, api, there are 4 more. We'll learn in the next class. Enough for today. If there are no more questions, we'll chant Shanti Mantra and conclude. About homework. Oh my God. Almost forgot. Oh, sorry. Without homework, how can you? Homework చెప్పేస్తావా? Yeah. So, గృహపాఠः. గృహపాఠः.
Patah. So we'll complete the page number 40 and 41.
यदि यदि उपनेत्रं नास्ति सूर्य सम्यक् न पश्यति. Getting older.
यदि उपनेत्रम् अस्ति तर्हि सम्यक् पश्यामि. So we'll complete the exercise in page number 40 and 41, and then we'll write a couple of our own sentences. 2 sentences using the Sambodhana, Strilinga, 2 sentences using Akaranta like Sita, Kavita, Nirmala, and then with the Ikarantam, ending with Ikaranta, Gauri, Sri Ranjani, Tanvi, ending with Ikaranta. 2 sentences with each. And like Ramaha, using Ramaha. Akaranta. And then Edi Tarhi will complete that exercise and try to write 2 sentences by your own using Edi Tarhi. And as usual, after you complete the exercise in the book, video record as you're saying, both of them. Sambodhana and Edi Tarhi.
And see, this Yadi Tarhi is a very, very important exercise. Do it with a lot of attention. Believe me, it will help you a lot. So Yadi Tarhi, read the first sentence, then you already did actually the homework in the class. Now what you need to do is to write in the blanks. You write that. After writing, you read loudly both the original 2 sentences and the 3rd sentences you made. It will be like this. Say, first you have to read Snanam na karoti, Shariram malinam bhavati. You have to read that loudly. Then you have to say, Yedi Snanam na karoti, Tarhi Shariram malinam bhavati. You got it? First you are writing that full sentence in the blanks. After writing, when you are reading, you don't read just your sentence. You read the original 2 sentences given. Then you read your combined sentence, like that for everything. And do that multiple times. Right? So for homework, of course, 1 time. Now, next one. So like that, you do a video recording and keep on trying to use this sentence. No, Yadi Tarhi. Memorize the sentences again and again. Right? So, Yadi Gruhapatham Samyak Kurvanti, Yadi Gruhapatham Kurvanti, Tarhi Samyak Smaranti. You learned Smarati, right? Smarati, Smaranti, Karoti, Kurvanti. Easy words, you already know it. Yadi Gruhapatham Kurvanti, Tarhi Patham Smaranti. Yadi Gruhapatham na kurvanti, Tarhi Patham Smaranti va na smaranti va? Na smaranti. Right? Yadi Tarhi.